I want to move on now because I think with Cheika here we can have a good discussion about Argentina, where Argentinian rugby is at. They're the Wallabies' next opponent, as we know, not this weekend, weekend after. The Wallabies and the Pumas will face off up in Townsville. Can I reflect just quickly with the three of you on Argentina beating New Zealand in Argentina on the weekend, but the reaction from New Zealand? There has been scathing criticism of the All Blacks losing that test match, and that it feels like, very much from an outsider's point of view, that they're imploding on themselves over one loss. Is that reaction over the top from New Zealand?
Let's go to time. A lot of them are public sort of.
No, there's a lot of ex-players and commentators as well. Not all journalists and wannabe pundits. There's actual guys and people who have skin in the game who are seriously questioning things within the All Blacks after a loss to a team that are a very good international side.
Yeah, they obviously don't handle losses particularly well, do the Kiwis, for a starting point. But it is hard to win on the road no matter where you are. Australia's been over there, had a pretty good record over there, but it is hard to win over there. There's things that don't go your way on tour. I don't know whether they're reading too much into it. Proof will be in the pudding. Obviously, it's a little bit different this year, flipped around with Bledisloe sort of late. So I don't know whether they're just trying to read into that ahead of Bledisloe and freaking out, given Australia are going well this time around. Yeah.
I think it's arrogant. And I think no.
They should expect to win all the time.
No one has got a mortgage on emotion and disappointment when your national team loses. Some lose more than others. Doesn't mean it hurts any more or less. So to get on your platform and carry on like a pork chop, get over it, move on. That's a great side. Argentina were a better side on the night. They are a very good side. That is not a fluke. That is not a lightning strike. They've done it consistently. They are able to dissect and dismantle New Zealand. Move forward.
Do you think it's disrespectful to Argentina?
Oh, look. I think Argentina's beaten New Zealand 4 times now.
Argentina has actually beaten New Zealand more times.
I've been involved in a couple of those.
Australia has.
Yeah. I think that it's knowing New Zealand for a long time now and being involved with their, as a competitor against them in rugby, etc. I feel like it's their reaction that they feel is necessary to have in order to maintain the standard that they've enjoyed over many, many years. So I think it's even exacerbated by the fact that the current coach is not everyone's cup of tea over there. They'd be looking over at a New Zealand coach in Australia who's going okay. A lot of them who'd be fans of his, right? And they'd be going, there'd be that in the driving seat as well, in behind what's going on there in relation to, I'm not sure of the reaction, but I'll take your word for it for sure. So I feel like it's part of their psyche to be unbeatable, and that when they are beaten, they must go through this almost like ritual of doing this so that they can go on another unbeaten run. Because this happened a little bit ago.
Well, you beat them in New Zealand.
With Argentina?
With Argentina.
Yeah. Twice they got beaten in New Zealand.
Was that reaction as strong as this? Maybe I've got recency bias, but it doesn't. My memory doesn't feel like it was.
I haven't read a paper in about 12 years, right? So I don't know. But I think that...
There's a great journalist called Tom Deason who's...
Yeah, well... But it's more like... I feel like it's part of their rugby ritual. It's who they are. Because they've been perennial winners, and I feel like because the team they've had in the past was so exceptional, that they've got to try and they want to have that all the time, and that if they don't get it, they don't get the performance they want, they need to go through this to make sure they get the performance next time, because in all of that critique backwards, they're looking forwards at South Africa coming to New Zealand and what's going to take place there, because they need their team to get back up and win that next game.
You mentioned before, maybe Scott Robertson's not everyone's cup of tea. There might be a little bit of gazing across the Tasman at what Joe Schmidt's doing with the Wallabies. You think back to sliding doors moments post-2023, do you think some people are thinking maybe they think we missed the chance to maybe instill Joe instead of Razor into the All Blacks job?
I'd have no doubt that there's a strong contingent of people in New Zealand who would have wanted Joe as the coach of New Zealand. He'd done the yards. He'd been successful with Ireland. He took a back seat to go back to New Zealand as an assistant coach. Fair enough.
Yeah.
And I think he would have wanted it too, no doubt. And that's no knock on him being coach here. He's in Kiwi, so he would have definitely wanted it. So, and I think there would have been a stronger behind him for sure.